If you love high protein, low calorie ice cream, the Ninja Creami is an amazing investment. If you know how to use it, the possibilities are endless. You can make pretty much any ice cream flavor for a fraction of the calories of a normal pint. But the biggest issue with the Ninja Creami, in my opinion, is it's not that intuitive or easy to use. Creating the perfect pint actually takes a lot of trial and error, money spent on ingredients, and time. But lucky for you guys, you don't have to lift a finger. I've spent probably hundreds of hours at this point testing different Ninja Creami recipes in order to find the creamiest, most delicious ones. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and today I've compiled 10 of my best high protein, low calorie ice cream recipes using the Ninja Creami. So if you're excited to see these recipes, please give this video a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel and I post new videos every week. And with that, let's get started. So first up, we've got classic vanilla. I know a lot of you guys don't like mix-ins and you just like, the classic plain recipes. So let's get right to it. We're gonna add 2 types of milk. So unsweetened almond milk and Fairlife skim milk, which is like a higher protein milk. Of course, we're using PE Science vanilla and some fat-free vanilla pudding mix. Gotta add sweetener. I use some monk fruit. Then we're gonna mix it all together. There's probably better ways of doing this. I would say maybe try like an immersion blender thing. Guys, you have to freeze it for 24 hours. If you freeze it for like 6 hours, it's gonna be chalky and it's not gonna work very well. Then we're gonna do the light ice cream setting first. You're gonna see it's a little bit powdery, so we're gonna add a tablespoon of water and then mix it on the respin. And there you go, super creamy pint of French vanilla. So delicious and under 200 calories for the entire thing. You're probably not even gonna finish it because it's literally so much ice cream, but you might, and that's totally fine. So next up, we got chocolate. Out of the 3 like classic flavors, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, this one is my favorite. So we're going to use the same 2 milks here. By the way, you could just use like regular milk if you don't have Fairlife skim milk, but it's a bit higher protein, which I love. PE Science chocolate truffle is my favorite. And then we're going to add some cocoa powder, which is essential, and some fat-free chocolate pudding mix. Gotta add sweetener because the sweetener decreases once you freeze the ice cream. Again, put it in the freezer for 24 hours. We're going to do the same things here. So light ice cream setting, add our touch of water, and then respin. And we got this creamy, delicious chocolate ice cream for 160 calories, the entire pint. Tastes just like my childhood. Next up, we got strawberry. This has the perfect amount of meltiness in this video. Oh my god, I wish I had this in front of me. So this one's like a little more complicated out of the 3, but not really. We're adding strawberry jello mix as well as some chopped blended strawberries. This gives it that flavor and that pink, perfect color. Matches my nails, which I love. And you go back to that nail color. Same things here, guys. Freeze for 24 hours, light ice cream setting, tiny bit of water, and then respin. Honestly, as simple as that for these 3 recipes. This looks so good and creamy. Again, 180 calories for the entire pint. These 3 recipes are when I actually started perfecting Ninja Creami. Before that, I was kind of just a fish out of water. So next up, we got some mix-ins. We're starting off cookies and cream. This is a very popular flavor in my childhood. So same milks here, guys. You can also use all Fairlife if you want. Cookies and cream protein from PE Science, vanilla pudding mix, and that same monk fruit sweetener. Then we're gonna combine it together. Again, make sure the lid doesn't fall off when you're doing this. Same thing here, freezing it for 24 hours. So in case you didn't know, guys, if you're adding mix-ins like those Oreos, you don't add it before you freeze it. We're gonna add it after, as you guys can see. So we're gonna do the light ice cream setting. So this is a little bit different than the first 3 because we're doing light ice cream setting. Oh, are we okay here? It's a little bit hard to get on sometimes. And then after that, we're gonna take the Oreos. I just use like the classic Oreos along with a tablespoon of water. Now, I would say put the Oreos in the middle. That's usually what works the best. Like dig a little hole in the middle and then add the mix-ins. Then we're gonna do the mix-in setting instead of the respin. That's the difference here. So I decided to crush a little bit more Oreo on top, just to give it a bit more flavor. And then there you have it. This looks amazing. Still just over 200 calories, even though we added mix-ins. Because, usually Mix-ins up the calories by so much, but you can make this macro friendly, still around 200 calories, perfect for dessert if you are in a cut. What do you guys think of coffee ice cream? Because that's what we have up next. This one's a little bit different. It's very unique. So we've got the skim milk, unsweetened almond milk, and then cold brew coffee to give it that flavor and that color. So maybe don't eat this at night. Caramel macchiato ice cream, again, you can kind of use whatever, but that's what I had on hand. This time I used brown monk fruit instead of regular, again, just to give it that like coffee flavor. So I know we normally eat, well, I guess I normally eat ice cream at night. I don't know about you guys, but maybe because of the caffeine, don't eat this at night. Does the caffeine still stay in it even after you like make it ice cream? I honestly don't know, guys. But anyway, we're going to prepare it on the light ice cream setting here if we can get the lid off. By the way, be super gentle with like the lids and the parts and stuff, because I bent the plastic of one of my lids and now it doesn't fit in, doesn't work. And when I say one of my lids, I mean I did that like probably 3 times. And we're gonna add a bit of dark chocolate in here because I wanted to give it kind of like a mocha kind of spin, but this is pretty optional. Again, I put the dark chocolate in the middle there so it mixes in better. We're gonna do the mix in setting. And then, yeah, it's going to give it that like Starbucks Java chip kind of esque thing there. So creamy and delicious. You know, I'm a Canadian creator because we got some maple ice cream here, but I didn't actually use like real maple syrup. I used E.D. Smith to make it lower in calories, but that's still fine. We got the 2 milks here. Then I used snickerdoodle protein powder because it made the most sense to me, as well as some cinnamon because, again, we're going to give it that like cinnamon maple-esque kind of like comfort vibe. It's gonna mix that all together. By the way, guys, I don't know if I'm the only one that notices this. I'm sure other people notice. Whenever I post Ninja Creami videos, I get so many views. And then when I post videos with other recipes on them, I get significantly less views. So I love making Ninja Creami videos. I really do. But if you guys can show some love to my other recipes, that would be great. Ooh, this literally reminds me of like a Wendy's Frosty texture. And a little bit of more maple syrup on top. This is so good, and under 200 calories for the whole thing. Channel your inner Canadian by making this recipe. So now we're coming into the Ben & Jerry's copycats. So this one is the half-baked copycat. I love half-baked from Ben & Jerry's, but obviously their pints are so high in calories. So we're going to make them at home. We got Ben & Jerry's at home. So what I decided to use for the mix-ins are Pillsbury edible cookie dough. They have a version that's edible, so we don't want salmonella over here. And then I use a little bit of a crushed up Alpha Prime brownie. So these are protein brownies. They're so good. My discount code FIT15 gets you money off. And they're great to add into these recipes because they add a little bit of extra protein. You'll see here that I'm scraping around the edges. This is optional. It's just to like make it less icy and make it more blended. So if you remember to do that, great. So we added the cookie dough in the middle, sprinkled the Alpha Prime brownie on top, and then optional, you can add a little bit more cookie dough on top if you're feeling fancy. Obviously, this one's a little bit higher in calories, closer to 300, but again, with those mix-ins, that's pretty tough to beat. So good. So now we got Cherry Garcia. This is still a popular Ben & Jerry's one, maybe less popular than half-baked, but you guys tell me. So we've got the same base here, unsweetened almond milk and Fairlife skim milk. Again, if you want to use regular milk, that's totally fine. By the way, guys, if you're a new viewer, you might not know this, but if you watch all my videos, you know that I work with PE Science. I absolutely love their whey casein blend protein. Use it in all my recipes. So in this recipe, we use vanilla. If you do want to purchase from PE Science, please use my discount code FIT15 or the link in the description, but otherwise, any other protein powder works fine. So same thing here, we're going to use the light ice cream setting after freezing it for 24 hours. I scrape the edges a bit. and add a little bit of almond milk. Again, you can add almond milk or water, but make sure to do that before you do the respin or the mix-in. We're adding some maraschino cherries here. I absolutely love maraschino cherries. I could probably like eat them by the handful, which would be kind of weird. They're so full of sugar, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So again, going with the cherry Garcia theme, we got those cherries and we got chocolate chunks, and then we're gonna do the mix-in setting. Make sure they're all blended in there. And then there you go. It actually blended super well, and I didn't even bother to add more on top because we just got so many mix-ins chock full in there. Guys, this next one of my favorites, peanut butter cup. Just look how chock full peanut butter cups it is in that peanut butter color. So same here, we've got the protein milk and unsweetened almond milk, peanut butter protein, or you could use vanilla if you don't have it. And then secret ingredient, well, not so secret, is the powdered peanut butter. That's really gonna give it that peanut butter flavor. You'll see that I'm adding xanthan gum. So this particular hack, if you will, I kind of found out later in the game. Guys, I would highly recommend adding 1 gram of xanthan gum to all of these recipes. It just makes the ice cream less icy, more blended, and just like more consistent throughout. So would highly recommend adding 1 gram of that. Honestly, just 1 gram, no more than that, or a bit of guar gum if you have it. Honestly, if you don't, that's fine. The recipe will still work. I had a little bit of trouble opening the lid this time, but that's fine. So we're gonna do light ice cream setting. So after the splash of almond milk, we're adding 1 Reese's peanut butter cup in there, and then we're gonna use the mix-in setting. Super simple. This one turned out so well. I crumbled a bit more peanut butter cup on top. And guys, this is actually one of my favorite recipes out of the 10. Would highly recommend you try this. By the way, comment down below and let me know which other recipes you want to see. Happy to try other flavors. I've been seeing people comment pistachio, but guys, I hate pistachio and I'm not going to try that one. So comment anything else besides that. So lastly, we got chocolate brownie. This one's delicious. We're using an alpha prime brownie again. This is another Ben & Jerry's remake. We got protein milk and unsweetened almond milk to start as per usual. Then we're going to add some chocolate truffle protein. Again, this is one of my favorites from PE Science. Some unsweetened cocoa powder. Fat-free pudding mix. I meant to use chocolate, but I guess I ran out, so we used vanilla, xanthan gum, and sweetener. And again, make sure to not have the lid fall off when you're shaking it, and store it for 24 hours. If you really don't have 24 hours, I would say the minimum to store it in would be like 20 hours in order to yield the best result. So now we're going to do light ice cream setting again, and we're going to add the mix in. So we're going to take that almond milk and then add half of an alpha prime brownie. Would highly recommend you buy these, guys. They're so moist and delicious. They taste like regular brownies. Use the mix in setting. Then we're going to sprinkle a little bit more on top because why the heck not? And there you have it. We're all done. I absolutely love this flavor. Give me a comment down below and let me know which flavor you're most excited to try out of these 10. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you're looking for more Ninja Creami recipes, obviously. So I'm going to link a couple other videos here that you should watch after this. And please give this video a like, subscribe, and share with your friends, as it really helps the channel and I post new videos every week. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.